Hello. Through the weekend, we saw Storm Alex producing devastating amounts of rainfall through the Alpine region of Europe, badly affected French and Italian alpine resorts. Still with the risk of some further rain to come here, though, in the course of the next 24 hours or so. As the area of low pressure that was Alex drifts into the North Sea and begins to fill, the winds will ease somewhat, but still more rain getting pulled around that system. Ahead of that big low to the northwest of Europe, we're pulling up a lot of very warm air from the African continent into Greece and Turkey. So above average temperatures here through the early part of the week. Some showery weather sliding out of the Balkans across towards Romania on Tuesday. There you see further heavy rain across the south of France. Largely fine for Iberia, but generally this low, as it drifts its way further eastwards, still with the capacity to produce some very intense rainfall. It looks like it will be the turn of the Balkans on Wednesday to see possibly an inundation of rainfall in some areas. Further west, a little bit of a breather. Things break up into some drier spells with some sunny intervals, but the end of the week, the risk of some heavy rain running to the south of the UK and the north of France, accompanied by a spell of strong winds. For the eastern regions, it looks like temperatures will return closer to average as the week goes on. Hello. On our latest Asian satellite picture, we're greeted by the usual rash of showers stretching across from the Philippines into Vietnam, parts of Thailand and Myanmar. Very typical of what we'd expect at this time of year. Also there on the satellite picture there, you may have seen that bright white ball of cloud. That circulation has now been named Tropical Storm Chan-hom. Looks like it could intensify up to typhoon strength by Wednesday, and at the moment current thoughts have it tracking across towards the Okinawa Islands and southern Kyushu towards the end of the week. We're watching that area closely to see how the detail on that forecast pans out for you. Further showers though to come, certainly all the way down into northernmost Indonesia as we look at the outlook for the coming days. But if we do see Chan-hom starting to approach to the south of Japan, we'll also pick up attendant showers further north, hence that picture becoming much more unsettled for Tokyo. This weather front pushing across Australia, a big dividing line for the next few days. Warm air feeding in from the north to the east, cold air feeding in from the south in the west, much cooler for the likes of Adelaide and Melbourne. And this front will also pull some pretty chilly air into the South Island of New Zealand and some wetter conditions for a time as well. Further north, it looks like we should continue though with a lot of dry weather and some sunny spells for Auckland. Temperatures in the high teens. Hello. Low pressure continues to sit to the north of the Bay of Bengal, as it has done for many days now. And this circulating low is dragging a lot of moisture into Bangladesh and the northeast of India. We're likely to see another couple of inches of rain across some parts of Bangladesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh in the coming days, with the risk of some significant flooding. To the south of the country, things look much drier and clearer. We are, though, anticipating some showers along the length of the west coast on Tuesday. Head further north and a cold front digs its way down across Kazakhstan. Temperatures in Tashkent below average on Tuesday, and also for Almaty we could see something a little bit wintry perhaps across the Hindu Kush in the next couple of days. Still, the temperatures a little above average the north of India at 36 there in Delhi on Tuesday. We typically expect around 32 at this time of year. Some sunshine for the Maldives, some sunshine for Sri Lanka, but a chance of some sharper showers. But the area most dominated by rain, as we saw at the start, will be the northeast of India and southern Bangladesh in the coming days. Looking dry for Islamabad, and again slightly on the warm side for the time of year here. Temperatures 2 or 3 degrees Celsius above average. And as you can see for Tashkent, a slow improvement perhaps in the temperatures in the longer run. Hello. An area of low pressure, but wet and windy weather across South Africa through the weekend. That low can still be seen on our latest satellite picture, continuing its journey eastwards. Behind this weather front, some cooler air feeding in, the rain pushing up into the northeast of South Africa, southern Botswana and extending into Mozambique on Tuesday. Quite plentiful showers gathering around the Gulf of Guinea for the next few days, some heavier rain for the Ivory Coast. Further north, a pretty quiet story, a lot of dry weather and a lot of sunshine, perhaps a little bit more cloud just coming in to the northwest in the next few days. Sunshine for South Africa until Thursday or Friday, when I think a bit more cloud will just nudge the temperatures down here somewhat. As promised for the north, a lot of sunshine, perhaps a bit more cloud at times across Kinshasa and towards the end of the week for Casablanca. Barely a cloud in the sky, however, as we move towards the Middle East for the next few days. Very little change in that story. But to the north, across northern Iran, there will be some showers sitting to the south of the Caspian Sea, the odd heavier one. And we'll see, I think, some of those affecting Tehran in the course of the next few days. But around the Gulf and along the length of the Red Sea, clear blue skies and sunshine and relatively light winds. So we're not really anticipating any issues with blowing dust or sand. A fine outlook for the majority. Hello. Yeah, more heat in the coming days for Uruguay and internal parts of southern Brazil. To the south of the South American continent, temperatures, however, are far below average. Cold air to the south of this band of cloud you see here, which is a cold weather front. We're expecting some quite significant snow actually across the Andes to the south of Chile, strong winds as well. As we head further north, some pretty plentiful showers across parts of Colombia and Venezuela for Monday. A lot of dry weather for Brazil, a little bit more cloud along the length of the east coast, and just a slim chance actually of a shower heading towards Rio on Monday, partly tied in with this area of low pressure here, which is just exiting into the South Atlantic. A bit more cloud around in the River Plate Bowl, keeping the temperature in Buenos Aires there at just 16 degrees. Once that clears though, well, we'll see temperatures getting up into the low 20s in the coming days. Looking fine for Rio through the middle of the week, greater chance of some showers as the week pans out. For Mexico, some very wet weather for the Yucatan Peninsula, courtesy of Gamma, which is following the coastline for the next few days, pushing some heavier showers too into the east of the country. Close eye to be kept on this area of showers here, a risk of that developing into a tropical storm in the next couple of days. Either way, some very heavy rain to come across western Cuba for Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. Hello. High pressure is still sitting tight across the western side of North America to start this week. A lot of dry weather here. Still some gusty winds across parts of the plains in California, meaning the fire risk remains critical. High pressure further east has led to a chilly start across some parts of the Mississippi Valley. We've still got some rain to the south, where we have a weather front lingering across Florida, some potentially problematic rain actually to the south of Florida through the course of the next 24 to 48 hours as totals add up. Let's take a look closer at the western side of the continent for Monday. Some wetter weather feeding in to British Columbia, but still above average temperatures generally across western Canada and for parts of Alaska. This area of low pressure, though, coming in from the Pacific will give more cloud to the likes of Seattle and San Francisco through Tuesday and Wednesday. So becoming a little cooler here. Temperatures edge down a shade for Los Angeles as well. Further east, yes, it's been quite a chilly start to the week after clear skies by night, but we will actually see some of that milder air from further west pushing across towards the Midwest as we go further on into the week. A lot of sunshine generally to the east of the US for Monday until we get down to Florida, where we're going to see, as I said, more showers. That's partly tied in with Gamma, which is affecting the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. It does look like Miami, though, should become drier by Wednesday.